I'm Bryant.
And I'm Cole.
When Thomas Edison and his team of inventors first lit up the streets of New York in 1882, the incandescent light bulb was seen by most as the greatest invention of the time. Edison had cast away the darkness. In present times, however, the incandescent light bulb is no longer seen as a cutting-edge technology. In fact, it is being phased out by many countries worldwide. This bulb will eventually become all but obsolete, as new laws will favor more efficient alternatives such as the compact fluorescent lamp, or the CFL, and the light-emitting diode, or LED. In the following presentation, I will be discussing the phase-out of incandescent bulbs that is already underway in many countries. I will first identify the main alternatives to incandescent lighting, and I will provide you with some information on the performance characteristics of these CFLs and LEDs, as opposed to incandescent lights. Lastly, I will outline some of the steps that are already being taken by countries around the world to phase out the inefficient incandescents. My primary goal with this presentation is to educate you on which lighting options are best and what you should look for when you are no longer able to buy the traditional incandescent light bulb. I would first like to present you with the three most popular styles of bulbs that are available today. First, the incandescent light bulb. This is pretty much the light bulb that we all think of when we think about a light bulb. It works by passing electric current through a filament, which in turn heats up and produces light and heat. Next is the compact fluorescent lamp. Now this is no different than your traditional fluorescent lamps, only it is packaged in such a way that it can screw directly into a typical light fixture. Last is the LED bulb. This is actually a solid-state electronic device, and it is the most expensive, but it also produces the most light per unit of energy. Now that we are familiar with the three primary lighting technologies, I would like to go through a comparison of some of their features. This table, developed by Robert O'Neill of ProductDose.com, provides a useful comparison of the three lighting options. In the first line, we see the lifespan of each of the bulbs in hours, and you can see that the LED light is by far the most long-lasting. The next line, you see the power rating of each bulb in watts, and on the line below that, you see the cost for each bulb, and you can see that the LED is the most expensive and the incandescent is the cheapest per bulb. But on the line below that, you'll see the energy that is used after 60,000 hours of use, and below that, the associated energy cost of that energy. On the last line, which is the most important line, you'll see the total cost of both the amount of bulbs you'll go through after 60,000 hours, as well as the amount of power that will be used after the 60,000 hours. And you can see that although the bulbs, the LED bulbs, are the most expensive individually, they offer the most savings in the long run. Now, although these numbers may not be a perfect representation of every consumer on the market, they do paint a pretty good picture of the impact of a bulb's life and efficiency on the overall energy cost. Because of the financial and efficiency impacts, it is clear to see why many countries around the world are gradually outlawing incandescent lighting. The leader in the phase-out has arguably been Europe. According to a press release from the European Commission, every European Union member will cease sales of incandescent lights by the end of this year. In the US, efficiency standards will take effect for 40 to 100 watt bulbs beginning this October. According to the Energy Star website, by 2020, a second tier of restrictions will become effective, requiring all general purpose bulbs to produce at least 45 lumens per watt. Now that is a similar rating to today's CFLs. The Eastern Hemisphere is also on board with the phase-out. China will begin a ban on imports and sales of 100 watt and above bulbs beginning this October, and China will gradually extend the ban to all bulbs over 15 watts in 2016, according to the article China to Phase Out Incandescent Light Bulbs in 5 Years by Samuel Shen. The reason that these laws are being passed is because of the environmental impact of energy consumption. Dr. Jacob Glauer, an electrical engineering professor at NDSU, stated in a personal interview that people aren't being forced to buy efficient light bulbs because it can save them money, but they are being forced to buy the efficient light bulbs because of the profound impact that it can have on our energy dependence. So although Edison's light bulb was a marvel of ingenuity when it was first introduced, the progressive nature of technology has begun to render incandescent bulbs obsolete. In summation, new laws are being adopted by many new countries worldwide which will place restrictions on efficiency. This is happening because new light bulb technologies that are far superior to the traditional incandescent bulbs in terms of efficiency. CFL bulbs are more energy and cost efficient than incandescents, and although they are the most expensive bulbs, LED lighting is by far the most energy and cost efficient in the long run. Now, next time you are shopping for light bulbs, don't merely consider the cost of the individual bulb, but also consider the overall energy savings associated with that.